All right, so today we're going to start with the Entrepreneur. So this guy's a lot of fun. He has a reduced item prices in the shop, and harvesting is increased. So the more harvesting you pick up, you get 50% more. You also gain 25% more recycling from materials, but the downside is you do lose all of your materials at the beginning of the wave. Now, that's not great, but that's where harvesting is just going to take off. And that's where you really want to, like, every time you see me say, oh, I'm going to take harvesting the first round, well, it helps build your economy. And on this character, you need that economy. But because we're going to be building up harvesting so much, I'm going to use a weapon that boosts with harvesting, and that is the sickle. So the sickle, it boosts with harvest, or it takes harvesting into effect. 10% of that stat converts to damage. So I'm going to be trying to get harvesting up to 3, 4, 500. Who knows? I'm going to be taking that over most damage modifications. But we'll start with the sickle, and as always, we are on Danger 5, trying to complete Danger 5 for every character, so we're going to be continuing to do that. So let's start first round. Get all of these lovely materials that sit on the ground. Now, the big thing, because we do lose our materials at the beginning of each wave, it's going to make items like the piggy bank pretty much useless. So if you're going to lose your materials, there's no reason to pick up items that will just cost you material, or just cost materials and you never get back. So as always, I'm going to start with harvesting, because again, harvesting, that's going to boost my damage. So let's keep taking some sickles. I'm not going to worry about life regen right now. I don't normally do that until around round 5 is when I really start thinking about it. But I'm going to try to lock in one more sickle, and I'm not going to be taking anything that reduces my harvesting. I need harvesting. I need harvesting bad. But I am going to take things like the Peaceful Bee. Even though I do lose melee damage, we do have that 50% modification reduction. So if something reduces it by 2, it only reduces it by 1. And we'll go with wave 2. So as you can see, materials went to 0. Again, we have to work with that, but as you see, with the increase in harvesting modifications, I will be able to get a ton of harvesting real quickly. And as you can see, I'm actually doing more damage because of the harvesting that I got. So we'll keep working it. Go for trees as possible. Free items are always going to be a plus. And yeah, that's it. We're just gonna keep building harvesting while I can. And like I said, gonna build a little bit of luck. That's gonna help with some of the items. Now I do want to take the lumberjack shirt, because being able to kill trees right away will definitely be helpful. Take another sickle, because again, sickle also will boost harvesting as well. So very important thing to think about. And we'll take one more sickle. I will lock in the Peaceful Bee, and I'm actually gonna lock in the Gentle Alien now. I do want to start increase, even though I do have a 50% reduction in damage increase, you still want some damage, just on top of your base damage that you get with the sickle and the melee damage. So we'll start going with that. Now let's go on to wave 3. So this wave, pretty normal wave. Got some pretty standard enemies, but soon enough we will get a few chargers. And here they come. These are these little leather helmeted guys. They kind of suck to deal with if you don't have the damage, but with the sickles, it's not too much of a problem right now. So keep moving around. I didn't see any trees, which is too bad. Let's see if we can't get as much materials as possible. It's not bad. Let's see. So a little bit more luck, and then we will, as I said, take the Peaceful Bee, take the Gentle Alien. That also increases the amount of enemies we get, and that will be super helpful. Take a sickle, and ooh, the coupon. So the coupon's good. You know, you get reduction in item prices. So we already have our 25%, so now we're down 30%, even better. Take one more sickle, and we'll lock in that Gentle Alien. And as you know, Entrepreneur, because we lose all of our materials at the end of the wave, gonna spend all of our money down every single wave. There's no reason to save. Alright, ooh, got a free item. That's good. So luck is already paying off, because luck does increase the chance to find items. Another tree. I think I will try to get a little range here in a bit, just because I would like to be able to take out these shooting enemies that kind of run away from you as you get close. There we go. And as you can see, my harvesting's already building up. We're at 69%, so 10% of that is 7 extra damage on my sickles. It's a great stat. So we'll take the lemonade. We'll take even more harvesting and see if I can't take... You know what? A little HP will probably help right about now. So let's take this blue sickle. We'll take the gentle alien for the more enemies and the little bit of a damage boost. Another sickle to start getting these up, because as we increase the rarity, or I shouldn't say the rarity, the I don't even know what to call it, but as we increase the potential of these, I guess, as we combine them, they will start to do more damage against targets that are below 30%. So while it doesn't help when you're one-shotting enemies, when it comes to the elites and the bosses, that will definitely help out. Let's see, double the chance for materials. I will definitely take this, because definitely having a double chance to take materials is great. Range and attack speed will lock that in, and I'll take some coffee as well. You know, get some attack speed, get these sickles really flying. So, as you can see, harvesting is really starting to pay off. We're already at 19 damage on these sickles. They started with 5 damage, so this character, if you can scale with harvesting, or if you can get harvesting, scales really well, makes things really easy, to the point where you just don't really need to worry about damage too much. You still want a little bit of damage, but harvesting is where it's at with this character. So go after these guys just to get rid of them, because they are annoying. Make sure I just stay away from some of these enemies. They don't hit too hard right now, but definitely don't want to take too many hits. So we'll recycle the eye surgery, because we're not doing burning, we don't have elemental damage, and I actually don't want to lose any range with these sickles. Welcome in, Cosmic. It's so cold. I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully it will warm up soon for you. Let's take, see if we can get more harvesting on this character, and you know what? It is wave 5, so let's actually start to think about how we're going to survive. So probably going to go with some lifesteal. So we'll take the banner for the range and the attack speed. Now, the sickles don't have any knockback, so I'm not even worried about knockback at this point. We'll take the snail just to slow enemies down, and we can make up that speed later. The broken mouth is good since we're going into lifesteal, so that's just extra HP. Another sickle. I'm not going to touch the weird ghost. This early, it's not too big of a problem, but I don't have enough regen to be able to get myself off of 1 HP before I can really, you know, start making a difference. Let's see. Take another metal detector, and 10% crit right now is not super great for 1 armor. Well, it's also 56, so you know what? We'll take it. We'll lock in the garden too, just because I like having something that spawns fruit. So I'm perfectly happy there. So yeah, crit's gonna definitely come in handy for me. But we'll just start seeing if I can't group these enemies up, so I can just keep my materials all in one little spot. Usually I like to try to stay in the middle, because that gives me excellent access to the corners. If a tree spawns, I can easily get there. But it is a little more dangerous, because, you know, all the enemies rush you from each side, compared to if you sit in the corner, if you sit on the side, you know, only from a few sides. Alright, we're now taking these guys out. Easy peasy. As we continue to get harvesting, our damage will just continue going up and up. There we go. We're already up to earning 100 materials per round. Even more slowdown. I will definitely take that. And I'm going to take a little more HP here. I just want a little more survivability right now. But now we got to level 10. So level 10 is always a purple level up. So that's going to be good to have. And I'm actually going to take a little bit of armor here just for survivability. I generally feel full tonight. 3 bowls of food low. Well, good. That's good to hear. Glad to hear you're feeling good, or at least somewhat good. I mean, I can't help the cold, but you know, having a full belly will help heat you up a little bit, assuming it was warm food. If it's cold food, can't help you there. All right. So moving on. Grab that sickle. We will grab the garden. The rip and tear, because it scales off of melee, not going to touch that. I will take the silver bullet. That will come in handy for both our elites and the boss. So we'll definitely take that. Ooh, a recycle machine. So we already have 25% more materials from recycling. I don't know if this stacks, but I think it does. So we'll take that. We'll take the broken mouth for even more health. And then we'll lock in the sickle, we'll lock in the sunglasses, and let's just roll one more time just to roll to get, you know, get our money down to basically nothing. And then we'll lock in that baby gecko, because I always like the baby gecko. You get increased range and a 25% chance for material to be attracted when dropped. Absolutely. It's a good item. Only time you don't really want that item is on a character where you don't really want to collect materials, which, you know, you're looking at. One I can think of is the builder. So I am going to let these eggs spawn because I have some pretty good damage right now, so I will be able to kill them. And when they spawn like this, they do drop more material. So normally an enemy drops 1. I think these guys drop 5. And plus with the more... oh, this character does not have more materials on drops. Ooh, curse. Let's get a little curse. Curse will give us a chance to get better items. Unfortunately, it does have the downside of empowering some enemies. But we can deal with that. As we get more and more harvesting, we'll be able to outpace that. The bandana does nothing for us, unfortunately. We are not using projectiles, so I'm just going to recycle that. The Terrified Onion. I do need some more speed because I don't like having negative speed, so I'm going to take that even though I do lose some luck. And then we'll take more harvesting. And, oh, there's my luck back. So let's take everything here. We'll scroll. 6 damage. It won't actually do anything. This will increase it by 3, so I'll get out of negative damage, so I might as well take it. It's not that much money. Take the lemonade. Lemonade is never a bad item to take. Highly recommend taking it. Take the sickle. I'll take the fruit basket just because I don't have HP regen right now, so having those extra fruit drops will definitely help. Ooh, another coupon. I will definitely take that. So let's take a purple sickle. Let's take a blue sickle. We'll lock in the little frog for the harvesting. And I can't roll down anymore, so we're stuck at 11. Yes, but how is your night going tonight, Cosmic? I hope you're doing well. So, oh yeah, that red sickle is hitting for 48 right now, which is a ton. And our consumables are healing for 5, so we got a pretty good sustainability right now. It's not great. I definitely could use some more survivability in the terms of armor and health, but I'm healing through a lot of this. And that fruit basket is chance to drop fruit, or greater chance to drop fruit, so we're pretty good there. Make sure we dodge these big guys. See if we can't take them out, because the bigger guys do drop more materials, so if I can kill them, that'd be great. But I do have to be careful because they do hit like a truck. So we'll take more speed because I need that speed. You're good? Good. Blue sickle sounds like an icicle. It does sound like an icicle. You're good. Actually took a little nap, woke up a little before stream, so you feel great. How about you? I am doing well. Thank you for asking. Had a busy day at work today, but, you know, that's going to be my day for the next God knows how many years until I retire. Or until I change jobs. You never know. Changing jobs probably would be preferable before I retire, but, hey, life comes at you in unknown ways. So, you just got to go. Hopefully no random call. Nope, we are still texting, so there should be, we actually had a get-together on Saturday night. So don't really need to feel the need to talk for a couple days. So hopefully a full 3-hour stream today. But what we'll do is we'll take the little frog, take another garden. We will take the poison tonic because again, don't really have any HP regen. Now the sad tomato, that is a fun little item. you get a ton of HP regen, but the downside is you do start with 50% less HP. It's great if you're doing an HP regen build, but since I'm not, there's no reason for me to take it, so I'm just going to ignore it. The statue, I'm not going to be standing still ever, so we won't take that, but it is a good item if you do take, like, a ranged weapon and you just stand around and killing everything. So that's good. Epic sauce, absolutely. We will definitely take the whetstone, and yeah, I think that whetstone will give us some lifesteal. Oh, thank you for the follow, Dermaxi. You like how we can ban an item? Absolutely, I do like how I never ban items because I always have that second thought of maybe I'll want it later. So I don't ban it, but if it's an item that I absolutely know I won't want, then I will ban it. But I want everything on this list. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the coupon. Then I'm actually going to... Actually, you know what? I will take the blue sickle because that'll just create a purple sickle, which will be great. Better. And then we'll lock in the coffee for the attack speed, and we'll lock in the fruit basket just to get more fruit. Because everybody loves fruit. You need fruit in your life. Just a pro tip. Fruit's good for you, as long as you don't overindulge. There is a lot of sugar in fruit, and while it is natural sugar, it is still sugar. So these guys will be pretty easy to kill. They all, with the damage I have, they all one shot. And we're going to get a ton of materials from these guys. Now, I got plenty of fruit laying on the ground, so not too worried about dying. Ooh, and we even two-shot the big guys. Excuse me, three-shot. That's still, with how fast I'm swinging, it's still a pretty good amount. You didn't protest it today, we agree tomorrow. Well, that's good. Hopefully it'll be warmer tomorrow. Three-shot. Yep, 3 shots. 3 shots and you're out. Or in this case, 3 shots and you get sucked into oblivion because, you know, I don't know what happens when these guys disappear, but they don't just, the bodies don't fall down. Ooh, the loot. I did not get the loot alien, damn. Ooh, a med turret. Med turret will be nice. That's just an extra survivability. No reason not to take it. I am going to take a little more speed, and that's probably all the speed I'm going to take. 16% faster, that's pretty good. And let's see if we can, you know what, I'm actually going to take a little more survivability with the armor. My harvesting is starting to build up pretty good, so I'm not super worried about taking it. But we'll tempt it. So the mouse is tempting. I have a ton of harvesting, but that 5% lifesteal is going to be really nice, so I'm actually going to take it. It's not that bad of an item. Nope. 15 to 28 degrees, warmest in 4 weeks, you hit 30 follows. I did hit 30 followers. That's pretty cool. I do... Thank you very much. That is a new record for me, 30 followers, at least here on Twitch. I think I have more than that on other platforms, but not as many as Instagram, unfortunately, is lagging behind. I only have 1 follower there, but then again, I don't post there very often, so it is what it is. Take the coffee, take the fruit basket. Gonna leave the goat skull. Well, actually, I'm gonna take this just to see what happens. Okay, it only goes up by 1. I did lose a little crit, but I already have 25%, and I'm pretty sure I have all the crit. Or I don't really need any much more. You hate Instagram, pretty much former crushes on there. Yeah, Instagram is an interesting social media app. I do use it. I do use it for more pictures-based stuff, but you know, it is what it is. I do post all my shorts everywhere though. That's good. You deleted Facebook and Twitch. If you deleted Twitch, how are you watching me right now? Not Twitch, of course. The Clockwork Wasp, that will actually increase the speed of my med turret, so I'm going to take that. Plus it adds speed. Did say I didn't need any more speed, but that's also in terms of stat ups. We'll take the banner for the attack speed. We will take the Peaceful Bee for the harvesting. And then, ooh, the fertilizer, even more harvesting. Now, the salt water, I'm actually going to take this because it increases my speed by 10% if I do take damage. So this will be actually good to get away from enemies. So I'm going to take that. We'll take the Gummy Berserker for the attack speed and the range. Honey doesn't really do anything for me. I don't have range damage. I don't have explosion or explosion size. Heavy Bullets does, unfortunately, it's not great with the melee build, so I'm not going to take it. I will take the Lost Duck for the luck. I'll take the Missile for the damage. Well, I forgot damage is cut by 5 or 50%. Let's see, the Piggy Bank. Oh, well, Piggy Bank does nothing on this character, so don't take it. In fact, you know what? I'm going to ban this. There we go. Going to use a ban. Oh, the extra stomach, absolutely going to lock that in. That will help increase my health, and we're only coming up to wave 10, so that's going to be great. Especially since I got all that fruit drops going on with the two. I got 2 gardens, and I got 2 fruit baskets, plus the 35 luck. We're going to hit that. You can only get 8 per wave, but that is going to give me probably 72 health over the course of the rest of the game. We'll lock. I want all of these, but what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take the sickle this time, and then we will lock in the rest. You mean Twitter? Ah, okay. No, I'm not here. I deleted Twitch. I'm just schizo. I need that extra stomach. You know, you should play Binding of Isaac. I have played Binding of Isaac. I will. It's definitely one of those. I haven't 100%ed Binding of Isaac, but it is one of those games that I would like to try. There is just like, for as big as Brotato is, Binding of Isaac is so much more. But yes, it is a great game. West of Loathing. Have not played West of Loathing. So that would definitely be a interesting game to play. All right, let's go on to wave 10. Let's keep this moving along. So, dealing decent damage. I could definitely be doing better. Also, I definitely need to heal because I need to get that fruit. I need that fruit. All right. So there's one. Oh, wait, I don't have the stomach yet. I forgot. Haven't taken the stomach. So wave 10, always a good indication of kind of where you are in the run. Are you really prepared for some of the elites or some of the horde waves, especially the bosses? If you start to get overwhelmed, then you know you definitely are missing some damage. But if you can clear like I am clearing right now, you're in a pretty good spot. So I'd say we're in a pretty good spot right now, as long as I can continue to dodge. West of Loathing is funny as hell. I'll have to check that out. I'm trying to put together a list of games to play. Mainly because I do like the suggestions. I like people giving me suggestions because that helps me find games normally that I would not find. We're going to recycle the feather. I don't really need the dodge. Let's see. I would like to see if I can get a little more harvesting. There we go. More harvesting. And then more crit. Crit is going to be good. So we'll take the extra stomach. We'll take the tree. We'll take the froggy. Boxing glove doesn't really do anything for me. None of this works for me, unfortunately. Take another sickle. We'll take even more crit. Take more trees. Let's see, the bag. The bag, I'm not getting a whole ton of items, so... But actually, this should pay for itself with 2 items. So I'll take that. Chance to heal on material pickup? Absolutely. This is more HP, so I'll take that as well. Ooh, the Gobbler's Hat. I am 100% going to take this. This is 70% materials drop. That just means more materials for me. So I'll take that. The Triangle of Power. Interesting take here. I've said it before. Never. The Triangle of Power is a horrible, horrible item because every time you take damage, or every time you take damage, you lose, percent damage. This would increase my damage by 10%. And I would lose only 1% damage anytime I took damage until the end of the wave. It probably wouldn't be too bad now, but I'm going to stick with my general thought of never take the Triangle of Power. So we'll just stick there. And I just took something. I do not know what it was. It looks like I took the plant. Unfortunately, yes, in terms of accessibility, they do allow you to use the spacebar to buy stuff. That was just unfortunate for me. So now we're getting even more materials now. Let's start picking up some of this fruit so that I get some HP increases. Oh, there's a tree, so there's number 3. Ooh, took some damage, so let's heal before I go towards this fruit. Alright, healed up. So there's 4, 5, 6. Loot alien. 6, 7, and that should be number 8. So now I will not get any more health for any fruit I pick up. And we got a free 8 health. So it is definitely, the stomach is always worth it. West of Loading is 9 years old at this point. That is crazy. But then again, I play games that are like 15, 20 years old, so not too crazy. Nice. Ooh, pickup range. That will be nice to have. Range and dodge. You know what? I'm going to take this just to increase my dodge a little bit. And then let's see. I don't need the health up. Take a little luck and maybe a little attack speed. Having more attack speed never hurts. So let's see. Take the Peaceful Bee. We'll take the well, the 25% XP gain will probably, it's going to suck to lose the luck, but that XP gain is pretty good. We'll take the armor. So we do have an elite the next wave, so we're going to have to remember that. Take another black belt. We'll take the butterfly for the lifesteal. We'll take the acid. We'll take the missile. Increases the damage just a little bit, but it'll help. The coil. Coil will do nothing because we don't have enough knockback, so not going to touch it. The nail. Do I want to take the nail? I have 4 engineering. This will... It will increase damage, but not by a lot, so I'm going to ignore it. The lantern is actually pretty nice. That 50 range, well, if I would have taken the coil, that would have helped as well. So we'll definitely take the lantern for the range and the knockback. And let's see. Nothing on here. I don't want to take... I could take the white flag for the harvesting, but I want enemies. Now that I got the Gobbler's... now that I got Gobbler's hat, I don't want to lose out on enemies because that's a lot of materials I would lose out on. Ooh, a blue sickle. We'll take that. Take another blue sickle. Baby elephant. Actually, you know what? I'll take the baby elephant. It's not a lot of damage, but 8 over time builds up. We'll take the crit and we'll lock in the crit and the dodge. There's my luck back, and that's all we can do for this round. So let's see how well we do against the elite. And it looks like we are just melting him down. So this is nice. So he should be dead here in a minute. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to keep that red box on the ground. It does count as consumable, so it would help increase my health, but the red items, the red bot crates, they do act as a full heal. So fortunately I did end up sucking it up, but it's fine. I got my 8 max HP up for the level, so we're good. So now we're just going to focus on killing everything. And luckily with the extra reach that I get from the little frogs and the forgot the tongue, the name of the tongue, the alien tongue, don't have to go that far to worry about pickups. There we go. And we're getting 241. Ooh, the cape. The cape on this character is actually pretty good because those melee downs, or those damage downs, only go down by 1, and I get a ton of lifesteal, and I get a ton of dodge. So I'm absolutely going to take that. The glass cannon, that's only a 12.5% damage increase. I don't want to lose the armor for that, so I'm actually going to recycle it. The coral, again, going to recycle it. I'm not going to be standing around. I will take a little more melee damage. It's not going to be much, but it is going to increase it by 3. That actually wasn't worth it. I'd probably be better off probably taking something else. Actually don't. I'll take attack speed here. Attack speed, and pretty much I'm going to look for attack speed and crit at this point. My harvesting is going to go up by, what, 5% every, or no, 20%? No, it goes up by 5% after every wave. So I will be getting, let's see, what's 2.5 times 5 is 12.5%, or 12.5 harvesting every time. So yeah, grabbing harvesting as a stat up isn't really worth it anymore. I will take the crit and the dodge. I'll take the armor. I'll take the max HP. Ooh, the alloy. I am going to lose 6% dodge, but I am going to get 5% crit, and I will get 1.5% melee damage. So I will definitely take that. Tractor, I'm on a character that needs harvesting, so I'll absolutely take that. Same thing with the wheelbarrow. I do lose an armor, but that's pretty good. I mean, I did say I don't need the harvesting, but that's a lot of harvesting. I'm going to take it, especially for an item that's pretty cheap. Let's see. Take the sickle. We'll take the alien worm. We'll take the... Let's see. How's my range? Range is 117 for 6 damage. Why not? Let's get that damage back. Take the glasses for the extra range. Take another sickle. None of these work for me. Ooh, another coupon to reduce prices even more. We'll take a sickle. Actually, I do need speed, so let's take a little bit more speed. We'll take a sickle. Oop, I can't take a sickle. We'll take the sickle. We'll take the whetstone for the lifesteal. We'll take the consumables up. And let's lock in the med turret, just because that's extra survivability. And we'll lock in the fertilizer, because 8 harvesting is, you know, with the red sickle, is more of a boost than losing 1 melee. So we'll take that. Alright. So, yeah, we're doing a lot. We're doing a decent amount of damage. I think we're doing pretty good with the run. As long as I don't take too many hits, I will be perfectly safe. And again, just trying to get as much fruit as possible to get my max HP up, which I think I already got. So we're good there. We're already up to 105 max HP. And everything seems to be dying in a couple hits. Pretty happy with this run so far. And we're sucking up all this material. Gobbler's Hat is definitely paying itself off right now. Getting some free items. Got 345 harvesting. We'll take the bag because why not? It was a free item. Take a little more armor just for survivability. Do we want even more range? No, I don't think we want more range. We'll take some damage. At this point, stat ups are... I don't really need much. I could take some crit, maybe some attack speed, and maybe armor. 12% damage, that translated into the 6, so might as well take it. So let's take the turret, let's take the fertilizer. The leather vest is actually pretty nice because I'll easily get that HP back. Let's see. Do I want, you know, let's see how the charcoal won't do much for me, but it is 1 melee damage, so I'll take it. The metal plate, we'll take the whetstone. Let's see. Take the sickle. We'll take the final bag. So that's all 3 bags, so we don't need any more. I'm gonna leave the jerky alone. I just don't need it. Let's see. Take the weird food. Okay, so the blood donation is interesting. It is 40 harvesting, but we'll lose 1 damage per second. I don't want to take that because I have the stomach. And that will just cause me to not get my my HP increases, so I'm going to leave that alone for now. Take another metal plate just for more armor. More armor. See, the nail, again, not going to take it. There's really no point in taking it. I might as well take... It's only $29 for the boxing glove. Might as well. Ooh, take the Clockwork Wasp for the speed. Alien Magic for the max HP. If I could get some luck back, that would be nice. We'll combine these 2 for another sickle. And let's see. Now, I could take the Weird Ghost at this point. It wouldn't be too much trouble because I do have a lot of HP, but I'm actually going to leave it alone. I actually don't think I'm going to take it. But I will lock in the sunglasses because that is 10% crit. And we'll lock in all of this. That's lifesteal for survivability, harvesting for more damage, and the metal detector for a 5% chance to pick up even more materials. So now we got a horde wave, so just need to be careful and just making sure we're just keeping track of how many enemies are coming at us. Of course, I'm going to try to pick up the fruit early, just so I can leave the later fruits for if I do get overwhelmed. Luckily, it doesn't seem like I'm getting overwhelmed. I got enough enemy speed downs to where I'm not too worried about it, and we've maxed out our HP gains for today, or I shouldn't say for today, for this wave. So now we can just slowly make our way through the middle, just start killing everything, letting enemies come to me, and see if we can't make our way towards these trees to see if we can get even more items. In fact, I'm actually attacking fast enough, I can probably just rush through these enemies without too much worry about taking damage. There we go. Oh yeah, we are definitely surviving this pretty well. Even more crit, absolutely. More harvesting, very well. This will be good to... I'm actually going to take a little more armor. We're already up to 50% less damage. Take the attack speed, and then, again, take everything across the board. We are earning a lot of money. Holy crap. I did not expect that. Take the sickle. The lighthouse does nothing for us because we're not really using engineering for anything. Take the final coupon. So now we have effectively reduced prices by 50%. That's just, everything's super cheap now. Definitely wouldn't be as we got into the later if we did endless, but I'm not going to be doing endless. Take the harvesting, we'll take the damage. How's our range doing? Range is still 113, so we're good. We'll take the crit, take the melee, we'll take the harvesting, take the gentle alien, we'll take the broken mouth, we'll take the med turret, and again, have to just spend everything down. I'm actually going to ban the blood dono. I don't want to see it. Take the injection. We'll take the armor. The seashell does nothing for us. XP gain, probably at this point. Nah, for 50% XP gain for 2% lifesteal, I'll take it. Or I should say 2 lifesteal. The power generator. So I will get 5 damage, and as I increase my speed, I'll get even more. That's not a bad take. As plus, it spends our money down. Take the Berserk Gunny, take the fertilizer, take the charcoal. Ooh, Sif's Relic. So this is 3 armor, and it instantly attracts all materials when they're dropped. So I'm going to 100% take that. Take even more dodge and harvesting. We'll lock in that metal. The Vigilante Ring, normally I would say take it, but at this far along, since we're going into 15, and the fact that it'll only increase my damage by 1.5%, I'm not going to touch it. So let's go to wave 15. So we are doing a lot of damage. I'm seeing 382 crits. Again, let's just get some of this fruit so that we can just make sure we're getting all of our max HP ups. Oop, some damage. But I think, nope, we're not fully there yet. Fortunately, there's a lot of enemies that are shooting a lot of bullets, and I am just not dodging at all. Yep, and we've maxed out our HP ups for this wave, so we're good. So let's just go crazy. I mean, just run around. We'll heal pretty much, I don't want to say instantly, but fast enough to where I don't really need to worry about taking too much damage. Just want to break trees, see if we can't get any free items. Just run into these groups of enemies headlong. Snowball. So this increases elemental damage by every time you increase your elemental damage. Unfortunately, not very useful on this character. The glass cannon. Again, 12% for 3 armor, not worth it. Ooh, 20 luck. I don't really need the luck right now, but I do like luck, so I'll take it. Take even more speed. We'll take more harvesting. We'll take that metal. Okay, so the knot. The knot's not really useful right now. I mean, I could take it, but I want to see if I can improve these sickles. And, you know, a little bit more curse would be nice. Maybe we'll get some cursed items. Ooh, the alien eyes. These things are great when you have high HP. I mean, it's going to do, every 3 seconds, it's going to shoot out 6 eyeballs that deal 100 damage, so I'm going to take that. I'll take a little more lifesteal, because I got my harvesting back right there. There's another sickle. So the little frog doesn't help with the pickup range, but it does help with the harvesting, so we'll take that. We still have a ton of dodge. Free reroll in the shop, always take that. Let's see, luck and dodge for lifesteal. Why not? We'll just keep boosting my luck and dodge. There's my free lifesteal back. There's a little bit of melee. Let's see, max HP and attack, melee, 1 melee damage for attack speed. I have a ton of attack speed, so why not? These weapons do nothing for me. The crown. Is the crown worth... Actually, you know what? The crown is worth it right now. I have so much harvesting. That just that extra 8% is going to be nice. Not taking any of that. There's a sickle, but I can't do anything with it. Another garden. More melee damage for crit. Don't need to HP. Ooh, the grind leaf. Grind leaf is actually pretty good. Is it good enough this late in the game, though? Because I'm only going to get, let's see, so we're going to 16, so I'll get from 16 to 17, 17 to 18, 18 to 19, and 19 to 20. So this is effectively 12 max HP, 4 HP regen, and 4 lifesteal. That's not bad. Plus, it's pretty cheap comparatively because we do have 50% reduced prices, so I will definitely take that. Yeah, 100% chance to deal 48 damage when dodging an enemy attack. I'll take that. Take the free reroll. Cursed landmines is not super bad. And it's also super cheap, so I'll take it. Take the armor. We'll take the damage. I'll take the small fish as well. Take the baby elephant. We'll take the fertilizer, and we'll lock in that peaceful bee. My hair's still wet. Guess I'm going to need a haircut soon. It's been an hour almost since I was in the shower. Yeah, definitely need well, that or you need a hairdryer, Cosmic. Hairdryer helps with hair wet. Yeah, lock in that peaceful bee. Now we're going to lock into wave 16. We're just going to see how this goes. Should be pretty easy. This is the wave they introduced the Empowerers, which they suck if you can't take out enemies in one hit, but we're so strong that it doesn't even matter. Make sure we get all of our HP ups, which we got it, so now we just leave the fruit on the ground and just go ham on killing everything. Hairdryer me no use. Hairdryers are pretty good. I use a hairdryer when I style my hair. And my hair's not that long, but I still use it just to keep it fluffy. Let's see, any more free items? No free items, but we are getting a ton of materials. Oh my god. Gobbler's hat is doing wonders for us. I'm actually curious to see if it says how much it's increased. Take attack speed? Absolutely. Alright, so we got a red level up. So once you hit, supposed to be level 25, I thought, but maybe it is level 30 that you get a red level up. Or maybe I'm just seeing things. I'm actually going to see if I can take the melee damage. And then... what do I want? Take more dodge. Why not? At this point, I'm just taking whatever. So we'll take the reward food, we'll take the silver bullet, more damage against elites and enemies. We'll take that dodge and harvesting. Baby squid's not really going to do anything for us, so let's take it. You know, not going to do anything for us, so absolutely. Throw it in the build. At this point, I'm throwing everything in the build just to spend down. We'll ban the seashell because that does nothing for me. A little more speed, absolutely. Harvesting. Speed for luck, sure. Crit. Yeah, I need more crit, so we'll take that. I'm going to win. Yeah, I'm probably going to win, but, you know, fingers crossed. Now I can take the coil, because now I have positive knockback. another corrupted shard, more damage in the form of an injection. Fuel tank does nothing, so let's ban that. Little muscly dude, might as well take it. More HP, not going to touch it, at least not yet. Another ally for even more crit, absolutely. Jetpack. My speed might be a little too much if I take that, but I like a good challenge, so let's take it. More lifesteal. I do lose my knockback, but that is fine. I think we have plenty of well, we have 3 knockback, which accounts for, what? Plus 3 damage, so that's not too bad. We'll take the Pocket Factory, because why not? Ooh, the mirror. Let's take the mirror and see if I can't roll for something good. Or I can just do trees, because at this point, I don't really need items. We'll take the sickle, we'll take the fertilizer, more fertilizer, let's lock in a garden, and let's just go to wave 17. So I am just zipping along, good God. Alright. Make sure I get my stats up for the round. Holy crap, I am moving so fast. And I am doing so much damage. This is insane. Yeah, I definitely think this is definitely a one run, assuming I don't get stupid and just face plan into the enemy or face plan into the bosses. Like that. Well, to be fair, I just did take that damage and healed it almost instantly, so yeah, I don't see myself dying on the last boss. So I think we got one more elite coming up, so we'll definitely see how I do there with the elite. Little muscly dude, why not? I got a ton of range already. More dodge, more crit, more range, sure. Even more crit, so we're almost at 100%. We'll take that garden. We'll take that lifesteal. The sickle can't really do anything. At this point, you know what? You're a little muscly dude. Absolutely. You know, you got to bulk up for some things. You know, at this point, I think I will take the knot. That's a good amount of damage, and I really don't care if I get that sickle up to the last one. So we'll take the garden. We'll take the fruit basket. We'll take the whistle, which won't really do much for me. You do need the bulk. Yeah, I think everybody needs at least a little bit of bulk. Or at least working out, get a little muscle on you. That's always good. Let's see. Range and attack speed, absolutely. I did lose all my knockback, though. So now I'm actually losing damage from my coil. So I need knockback. And there's the damn purple sickle. Oh well, what can you do? Sometimes you win with that gamble, sometimes you don't. But we will take the tractor, we'll take the injection. Let's take the clockwork wasp for the speed. We'll take the gentle alien for the damage in the enemies. I guess we'll... Etsy's couch? No, that's pretty bad. I mean, it's good if you have a super slow character, but I have 50 speed, and that's going to reduce my HP regen to negative 100. It won't cause me to lose HP, but still no point in taking it. Let's just take all of the stats ups right now. Take the riposte. None of these do anything for me. Let's take more dodge. We'll take the attack speed. We'll take the armor. Alien tongue. Oh, actually, no, that's knockback, so I will take the alien tongue. See if I can't get that knockback back up to what I need it. Don't need speed, so we won't take it. We will take the melee for the crit. We'll take the cute little monkey. Oh, can't take the cute monkey, so we'll just do that. Your tummy looks like the pregnant lady emoji. Ooh, you need to stop eating so much, man. You get that distended stomach look. Oof. So let's go to wave 18. Let's see how... Okay, and it's gone. That's just like the South Park meme. Oh, and you're investing your money, and it's gone. Alright, let's get my stats up. Alright, we maxed that out. Now let's just have fun. Run around and kill everything. doesn't matter if enemies are getting empowered. I am hitting for over 1,000 damage right now. Yeah, I think we got this run in the bag. I almost have 200 health. I'm dodging 60% of the hits. I don't see us losing this run. That's a joke. It's not that bad, but oh no, I understand. You get that little pouch when you eat a whole ton. I get that well, I don't get that because I am like a pretty big guy, so ain't no pouch there. That's a peg what I got. See, kill as many of these enemies as possible. That little bit more curse. My God. Torture. Torture is an absolute no right now. I do not want to only restore 5 HP per second because right now I restore a lot more than that. So we will recycle that. It's whenever my acid reflux is bad. Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, that happens. That's just probably like gas or something. I don't know. Oh my God, we have over 1,100 harvesting. Let's take the melee damage. We'll take the... Actually, maybe I can roll for some crit here. Yeah, we'll just take the armor. Let's see. Take the cute monkey. Take the lost duck. Ooh, the minigun. But unfortunately, I can't take weapons. Take the final fruit basket. Let's take the lemonade. Might as well. Let's throw the penguin in there. Starts doing the Gangnam style. Yeah, that's that'd be fun. Ooh, there's my knockback that I need back. So let's take the mammoth. We'll take the rip and tear. No, I don't want to lose my crit. So leave the rip and tear alone. Why not? Let's just stack even more luck. And you know what? I got enough engineering. Let's throw some engineering on these weapons as well. So now they do even more damage. Take the bait. That's just damage. Attack speed. That's crit. Need that. Harvesting. And no, I'm not going to take the little frog. I have so much harvesting. This does nothing for me. Cyberball. Absolutely. That's just more damage. Nothing here that I can take. Why not? More lance mines. Take the cute monkey. I don't want to lose any more knockback, so we'll leave that alone. You do have a lot of furry emojis. That is insane. I need to get something that puts chat up on my screen, but it's okay. Not today. Let's see. Elemental damage. I do have some elemental damage, so I could scale with the frozen heart. Why not? Let's scale with elemental damage as well. That's even more damage, and I almost maxed out my crit. More luck, absolutely. Ooh, the goldfish. Let's take the goldfish and see if we get an awesome item. We got nothing. We got absolutely nothing. That's too bad. Oh, this was the song I heard in class and in my dream. Oh, interesting. Ooh, the potato. Absolutely. That is actually going to... Oh, I thought that had crit on it. But it basically has everything, so never, ever not take the potato. Potato is awesome. Might as well take the damage, and let's just go to the next wave. So there's my special enemies from the bait. Unfortunately, they can do nothing to me. Make sure I grab all the fruit I need to get my HP up, and we're good. We now have 216 max HP. Everything is dying in one hit. I do not see us losing this battle whatsoever. In any way, shape, or form. Brotato's in my dream. Yeah, that's what happens when you play a game long enough is you just start dreaming about it. It becomes so much fun that that's all you can think about. So keep just sweeping these enemies. I attack so fast and just kill everything so quickly. There's no point in just not running around and just killing as much as possible. There we go. We got 4 items. Do I want to lose my crit? Yeah, why not? Small fish, absolutely. More lifesteal? Sure. Rip and tear? No. No rip and tear. Let's see if we can find some nice crit. There's 5% crit. That almost maxes me out. See if we can't get to that max amount of crit. There is my 100% chance to crit. Don't need any more. Yeah, I got OP character. Yeah, this character I've made OP as hell. Yeah, I got a gold medal. And you know what? Just for the hell of it, let's just stack more HP. Don't need any of that. Let's take the fertilizer. We'll take the HP regen. We'll take the melee damage. We'll take the baby elephant. The cape. Why not? Let's just throw in more lifesteal. Let's see. The missile. Sure. The crystal. Why not? That's a lot. That'll just increase my attack speed even more. Take the little worm dude. We'll take the tractor. We'll take the bat. Let's take the max HP. Even more harvesting. Why not? Let's take Schmoop. Let's take trees, even though I don't need trees. This is the fun part about the entrepreneur is your economy just gets so insane that you just like, oh, just buy everything. Buy the peaceful bee. We'll take the wheelbarrow. I don't need speed. I'm not going to touch that. Sure, let's take it for the knockback. We'll take the alloy just for a little bit of damage. Even more harvesting. Why not? Let's see. The barricade's not worth it. None of this is worth it. Sure, range. Elemental damage for burning enemies. No thanks. And that's all I can take. Sneezes loudly. I'm going to get some ice cream or a snack and water. God, that sounds good. All right, ready to see the fastest Wave 20 in the world? Well, maybe not the fastest, but sure is going to be fast. But there it is. That is Wave 20. That is the entrepreneur when you stack harvesting using the sickle. It is insane. It is a crazy, insane run. I mean, you can see we just got massive amounts of items. You're able to buy so much, especially since I got the 5 coupons, which brought the prices down. I saved 4,854 materials because of the coupons. That is insane. And then does the Gobbler... So the Gobbler's hat doesn't show how much extra materials was dropped, but I guarantee you it was a lot. I gained 79 health from the extra stomach. I dropped an extra 114 fruit from the fruit baskets. I gained 675 materials from the bag. Good God. This was an amazing run. This was a dream run. I am so happy with it. That was insane. But that is the entrepreneur. Definitely a fun run. It's easy if you can stack harvesting really quickly. That's what you want to do, is get your harvesting going. And like I said, play the sickles. Before we had the sickle, I think I used... I can't remember if I used... Was it either the hand or... Actually, I don't remember what I used for this. I do not remember what I used with Entrepreneur before they introduced the sickle. But still a fun run, so let's move on to the next one. I'm going to do the Doctor next. So the Doctor, he only wants to use medical weapons because you get 200% attack speed with medical weapons. You automatically start with 5 HP regen, you get a little bit of extra harvesting, and your HP regen modifications are increased by 100%. The problem is you do lose 100% attack speed, so that 200% attack speed increase only goes to 100 with the medical weapons. And your armor modifications are reduced by 50%. So you're not going to get a lot of armor. Probably gonna want to get dodge with this character. You still want a little armor, but we'll see how this goes. But essentially, you only get to start with 2 weapons. Personally, I like the medical gun. It is a ranged weapon, and it does come with the gun, which will increase the range. So this will be a fun little run. But you will just see him go bananas with how fast he shoots, especially as we try to get more medical guns, and we will try to increase attack speed a little bit. So everything's dying. We're good there. And the medical guns, the medical weapons, they all increase, or they all have lifesteal, increased lifesteal, so that's also going to be a plus. Insanity. Do we want to take crit? Well, yeah, because we have the 50% reduction in damage modification, so that should only reduce my damage. Oh, wait. I messed up on that. But let's take some harvesting. Wait, what is it? Oh, it's armor modifications. My bad. But let's just get medical guns here. Let's see. Anything... I'm going to lock in that lumberjack. Actually, no. I don't need the lumberjack shirt right now. I want one more medical gun if possible. There we go. Medical gun, and let's see if I can lock in one more medical gun. So, yeah. These all have a 40% chance for lifesteal already. So, we're going to be pretty good here. And the HP regen we're going to be getting is from these weapons is going to be increased by 50%. So, we're going to have a fair bit of HP regen by the end of this run. All right, so we'll start to really see, not on this wave, but probably around 4 or 5, the effectiveness of the medical weapons and that attack speed increase with them. So you are just going to see some insane killing going on, especially around wave 9. But I will need to think about HP increases as well here soon. Your heater is on. Oh, yeah. I love me some good heat. We'll take a little... Actually, see if I can't roll once more. And you know what? I'll take that speed. That speed is pretty nice. And I'll take a little bit of luck. So let's take the medical weapon. I'm going to take the alien worm because I do... Actually, no. I'm not going to take the alien worm just yet. I will take another medical weapon, and we'll lock in my final one, and that will do it for this. So let's go to the next wave. Yeah, it's gonna be. I'm gonna be a little sad because not having the economy that I did with the entrepreneur is gonna make me a little sad. But you know, if I stack a little bit of harvesting here in the beginning, it should be pretty decent. But you can already see the medical weapons. Super fast fire rate. It's going to make killing things really easy, especially as I start stacking damage here, probably starting around wave 5. Take a little bit more harvesting. We'll take that medical gun, take the tree. We'll lock in the gentle alien so we can start getting some damage. I don't need the mad mushroom yet or the glasses, so let's roll. There's a blue medical gun. I will definitely take that. And I will take this medical gun, and you know what? I am going to want some crit, but I think I want the damage and the max HP instead, so we'll take that. I'm not worried about the armor. The speed will be nice as well. And we'll just go to wave 4. So yeah, definitely seeing the power of that attack speed increase. We'll start stacking damage here at the end of this because it is taking enemies, or enemies are taking a few hits to kill, and I do kind of like that, hey, let's be overpowered and just kill enemies in one hit, so we'll start looking for some damage items, as well as stat increases. Nice. Alright, so guaranteed blue for level 5. So let's see if I can't get a little bit of damage. There's some range damage, and do one roll for... Well, we'll take the harvesting. So let's take everything across the... Ooh, well, can't take everything across the board, but I will lock in that corrupted shard. Give me a little bit of curse, and we'll start to see... start to see some damage ups. Let's get this tree, see if we can get an item. No item, but we do get the extra materials, so that's nice. And like I said, you will see me have a hard time dying with this character as long as I get some health ups, or I should say some max HP, because these medical guns, you know, they restore a lot of HP. Unfortunately, with the lifesteal, you do only get 10 per... or you only max out at 10 per second, but the Combo of the medical weapons with the HP regen will just make things really, really good. Take that 2 range damage because range does scale 100% with these weapons, so we're good. And as you can see, the medical gun 2 does increase the lifesteal percentage by 5%, so that's even easier to get more HP. So let's take that. We'll take that. We'll take the whistle. Having more of those little alien dudes or the loot aliens will be nice. Take the insanity for even more crit. We'll lock in the bait for that 8% chance of damage. I don't need the cute monkey. We're gonna be healing so much. That will absolutely not need that. And then we'll lock in one more medical gun, and let's go to the next wave. Take a sip of water first. Everything. So there's a good example of what happens when I take damage. I healed it pretty quickly. So there is a chance for me to die, but it's not great. Let's get that tree. No item. Would like some pickup range. Pickup range is always good. Unless you're on a character that doesn't want to pick up materials, nothing's wrong with pickup. There's my alien. Kill it. We did kill it. Let's see, the candle. I don't want to reduce my enemies or my damage, so we'll just recycle that. You want to take a little bit more harvesting. That's more econ is good. More damage, absolutely. So we'll take the bait. We'll get special enemies next round, but that 8% damage is going to be nice. We'll take the medical weapon. I keep calling it the medical weapon. It's the medical gun. We'll take the lance for the increased damage. And might as well take the lumberjack shirt. That won't hurt anything. I'm actually going to take the weird ghost with this. It's going to be a little weird because I'm going to start at 1 HP, but I think I'll get it back pretty quickly. It'll be a little dangerous with the special enemies, but I think I can do it. One more medical gun. You know what? Why not? A little bit more attack speed. And, you know what? We'll take that range. Having that range will be nice with this. And let's roll one more time. Lock in that medical weapon, and let's go to the next wave. Okay. So I definitely want to see... Okay, I should be able to survive a hit. Oh, yeah. We definitely survived. So, definitely the weird ghost was worth the take. We should be able to kill these guys. Yeah, so we're going to let all the eggs spawn this round. Wave 7, you always get the eggs. So you get these little bladed guys that spawn, and they do drop more XP. So we'll try to let them spawn as much as possible. Might accidentally kill a few here and there. There's a loot alien. 3 item. And the medical turrets or medical guns are just going ham on these enemies right now. There goes another egg that I accidentally killed. But it's all good. Armor for speed? Sure, we'll take a little armor. Like I said, not going to build up too much armor because of that 50% reduction, but never hurts to not have armor. Gentle alien for the damage, absolutely. 12% more damage, of course. We'll take the... So let's take the medical gun. Let's take the gummy berserker. We'll take the blindfold for the crit and the dodge. We'll take the weird ghost because we do regen HP pretty quickly. We'll take the dangerous bunny for the rerolls, and none of this helps me. Range and attack speed. I will lock in that range and attack speed because more range is going to be good for me. And then, yeah, we'll go on to wave 8. So yeah, everything is dying pretty quickly. I'm not worried about not taking the weird ghost at all with this character. This is the one character that you should feel pretty comfortable taking the weird ghost. I don't always recommend the weird ghost just because you do get down to 1 HP, so if you don't have any regen right away, it's definitely not worth the take. But we have so much regen, there's no reason not to take it. Round up all this materials, and then we'll go take this tree out just to see nothing. Fortunate. Free items are always nice. The treat. There's my item. Let's get this material. 276 on wave 8. Not bad. Could definitely use some. More. No regen, nah. No, regen's good. If you can really max out regen, you'll be really good. We'll take that speed. Speed is good. See if I can't get. You know what? I'll take that crit. That crit will be nice. So take the range and attack speed. Take the crit. Not going to worry about the eliminate. And I'm not going to take the energy bracelet because I don't want to lose my range damage. So we're going to skip that. I'll take the weird ghost. Again, I heal so fast. Let's see. Charcoal, no. Toxic sludge, no. There's my medical gun. So now I have all blues and a purple. There's some HP regen, so I'll lock that in. And, ooh, the reinforced steel. Absolutely, and I will definitely take the tree as well. So let's head over. So wave 9, we are going to get it's like that mini horde wave, but we're going to be killing these enemies so fast that they're not going to have a chance to really overwhelm me. Everything should just die so fast. Because we do, I mean, now that we've taken a couple of attack speed ups, we do have 115% attack rate on my medical gun, so we're sitting pretty right now. Now they are starting to overwhelm me just a little bit because they're spawning faster than I can kill them. But I think if we keep running around, we should be fine, especially since we got that speed up. It would, if I can find piercing, I'm definitely going to take it, even if it is the, I forgot what, it's like the serrated bullet or something that reduces piercing damage. But just having piercing on a gun like this is going to be helpful. We're doing enough damage where it's going to make a difference. I'll take the baby elephant just because if I do start stacking luck, it'll start increasing damage. So take everything across the board. I'm not going to take the turret. There's no real reason to take it. A little more speed. Why not? We'll take the metal. I am going to lose a little bit of crit, but I gain everything else, which I want. Ooh, wisdom. Wisdom is a great item. 5% damage every 5 seconds. So after 15 seconds, wisdom is basically negated, and then it's nothing but a positive from there. So I'm going to take that. And then we'll lock in that medical gun. And I'm actually going to lock in the glass cannon. Because I have that 50% reduction on armor modifications, this is only going to mean armor is going to go down for 1.5 while I get 25% damage. Absolutely. That's a great take. So we'll take that. Go on to wave 10. My damage will just skyrocket with that extra 25%. Well, not necessarily skyrocket. DPS will skyrocket. But that's besides the point. Alright, so we'll go around, run around, kill these enemies. Everything seems to be dying pretty quickly, so really happy. Crit is starting to come into play. I am seeing those yellow numbers. And they are a decent amount. Got a couple trees on the board. Let's see if we can't get both of them. No item. That's too bad. Did I see a loot alien? I did not see a loot alien. Oop, another tree. Trees are never a bad thing to take. Always take the trees. Unless you're on a character that you don't want to kill trees, but you want trees. 20% XP gain for 8 range. Absolutely. Let's see. There's some luck. I'll take some more luck. So now we're on level 15, which is a guaranteed... Is it a guaranteed purple? It might be. I'm actually going to take some HP here. So we'll combine the medical guns and take it. We'll take the glass cannon. We'll take the alien worm. The power generator. That is 20 plus HP for only... Because I have 20 speed. So absolutely, that's a great item to take. We'll take the bag. Take another alien worm, and then the piggy bank. Is the piggy bank any good here? It might be if I got it a little earlier. I don't think I'm going to be able to do... Actually, I might be able to. I'll lock it in. We'll see if I can't make some money. It is 90, so I would have to basically not buy anything for 2 waves to really take advantage of it. But as you can see, with the Wisdom and the Glass Cannon, we are doing a ton of damage now. 3 items always good. Another free item, so luck is definitely paying off. Ooh, they are hitting me for a lot, so that's a little scary, but again, we heal so much that I'm not worried about dying. So there is 15 damage, and 15 damage is already healed. So this is why the Doctor is a pretty easy character to beat. As long as you do focus on a little bit of survivability. Diploma. So we lose... This is effectively, we're losing 3 HP for 50% XP gain. The engineering is nice, but it does nothing for me. But so I'm going to take it because it is free. We have no burning. So there's no point in taking the snake. So for this one, let's take a little bit of extra dodge. Just in case I need to move around a little bit, that would be nice. So I will try taking the piggy bank. Yeah, we'll try taking the piggy bank. I'll buy everything, and then we'll just go on. So there's 20 materials. So I still have a couple waves before it actually pays off. Hopefully I can kill this guy. I should be able to. I'm certainly healing through any damage he does. Yeah, he'll be dead here in a minute. And I'm healing through the damage. There we go. Free red item. Elite's dead. Definitely could use more damage, so we'll focus on damage for the next few waves. And I'm actually not going to buy anything for this shop and probably the next shop to pay off the piggy bank. Plus I should be able to get a lot of materials here. I am taking some damage, but as I said, healing it pretty quickly. Wait, why did I... Oh, I leveled up. I was like, why did I get an HP increase? I leveled up. Let's see, is this worth it? There's 20 or 5 HP regen. That's not really worth it for the speed and the damage down. I already have so much HP regen. I'm actually going to recycle that. We'll take the crit chance. And this one, do I want more dodge? I'll take more dodge. Why not? Recycling machine's not bad. Take another medical gun, and we'll take one more medical gun. I'm going to lock in that Cyclops worm, and then let's go to the next wave. So I did get 80 materials there, so the piggy banks has already paid for itself. So we're good there. Now we'll just run around, hope to get some free items to pay off the bag. So there's 15. I think I need like 3 more items for the bag to be paid off. We're doing a good bit of damage, but I could always use more. Run around, just keep trying to collect as much materials as possible. Not die, because that would be horrible after saying this character is super easy. Alright, we're good. Explosive turret. Do I want the turret or do I want the materials? I'm going to take the turret. I have a ton of materials. I'll take the luck. We'll take the damage here. I'll take the free reroll. And then let's see if I can... I'm gonna take the hook. And then there's nothing there. Let's roll one more time and see if I can't curse the medical gun and the reinforced steel. Those would be nice to curse. And again, letting the piggy bank just build up a little bit of materials for us. Seems to be doing pretty good right now. there is the Gobbler. So we'll just let him feed a little bit, or not, because he ran right over me. Got 3 free items on the ground, so, or I should say 2 on the ground, 1 on the ground now, so the bag is paid for itself. Make sure we keep clearing these guys. I definitely need more damage. I have a good bit of damage, and the wisdom is, you know, getting me up to the where I want my damage to be, but I definitely need more. There we go. And pencil. Nope. Rather stick it in my fight. No, never mind. I didn't say anything. I'm going to skip the compass. The blood leech. Sure, why not? Take a little more HP regen. Let's see if I can roll for range damage. Unfortunately, nothing, I can't think. Nothing cursed, but I will just combine for a red. We'll take that and that. We'll take the crit. Let's roll. Take the mushroom, roll one more time. Take the bag, take the alien worm, and roll to see if we can lock something in. Ooh, lock in that small magazine. Maybe if we can curse that, that will increase the range damage, which would be nice. So this guy's fun. He basically shoots out cuts in all directions, and then kind of zooms after you, like you're seeing. But we do so much damage and we heal so much that he's not really, not too much of a threat. Yeah, so he's dead. Now let's just clear the board, pick up any materials we can. Fortunate that I'm not getting too many items, only the red one. Well, I do got a free red one, so that's nice. We are pretty much able to face tank these enemies now, so I think we. I'm not gonna say we gotta run one or a one. I can't think, or I can't talk. I'm sorry. Ricochet, absolutely. That's bounce. So this is essentially I'm creating new slingshots except with the medical guns. I do lose 25% damage, but that bounce effectively doubles the damage of every shot. Sure. Weird food, not bad. See if I can't get some more damage. Well, there's 16 of the 25 back, so absolutely. And there's 2 range damage, so... Ooh, the leather vest cursed, so that's 4 armor and 11 dodge. So definitely want that dodge. Fortunately, small magazine did not, so we'll take that. So this is an interesting time. I could absolutely take the blood donation for the harvesting, but I think we're so late in the run, and the fact that I have the piggy bank that it's not going to make much difference, so I think I'm just going to leave it alone. We'll use my free rolls. Why not? We'll take the baby elephant. The poison tonic. I have enough HP regen that this isn't going to do too much bad for me, so I'll take that. I will take the honey, and then let's roll, and we'll lock in... None of that. Let's see. Ooh, lock in the medical gun, lock in the glass cannon, and lock in the crystal. Hopefully, one of those 3 does curse. We don't have a pity bonus, so if something doesn't curse, the fish hook will give you a pity bonus, which will increase the chance to curse. But I don't have the pity bonus, so hopefully something curses. But if it doesn't, then maybe I'll just hold on to those items. So, you see the bounce is doing some nice work for me. Try to pick up as much of this material as possible. It is spread out, and I don't have a ton of speed or a ton of pickup range, so it'll be a little hard to get it all, but fortunately the bounce is going to, or I should say unfortunately, the downside of the bounce is it's going to spread my materials out. But again, that's an easy trade-off for the damage that I get, damage increase I get from it. Getting some items. That's nice. Alright. Again, no to the pencil. Absolutely taking the missile. Let's take... That's a level 4 back, or level 4 dodge. I will take that. Oh, the gas... Oh, look at that increase in the damage from the cursed glass cannon. That is delicious. As is the popcorn that you got. Oh, you got corn pops. Oh, that's even better. So let's see. I'm going to actually take everything. Let's roll. See if we can't curse that medical weapon. Roll one more time. Ooh, even another medical weapon. We'll see if we can't curse that. I don't know what corn papa is. Yeah, that's a good question. Wouldn't know either. It does sound interesting, though. Nothing else to do, so let's go see how fast we can kill the elites. Not super fast, but fast enough that he's going down. And the bounce, damn, that bounce is doing some mad work for us. And the fact that I have the crystal now means my attack speed is just going to keep going up and up and up. We're going to be shooting so fast. I think we actually might shoot faster than the SMGs right now. Hold on, what is it at? 0.191, and it's going to keep going up. So it's not as fast as the SMGs yet. But it's the amount of damage that I'm doing, though. Ooh, this is nice. This is a nice build right now. It's nothing. Oddly, I think it's like peanut brittle, but corn. You know, corn papa, I would think is like popcorn on a corn kernel. The lighthouse. Why not? It's a free item. I'll take it. Alien eyes, absolutely. Nothing wrong with alien eyes. I'll take the plant for the HP regen. Etsy's couch does, or Estee's couch does nothing for me, so I'm not going to take it. I'd rather have the speed. Let's see. I'll take a little more luck. We did get a cursed medical weapon, so I'll take that. Let's combine that. We'll take that. Ooh, the alien baby. Take the leather vest, take the alien baby, take the plant. Let's roll one more time. We'll lock in the bowler's hat to see if we can curse that. Take the dangerous bunny and ooh, a cursed banner. I will take that and let's lock in the honey to see if we can curse that as well. Another victory. Almost. Not quite there yet. Oh yeah, you're right. My city is known for lighthouse and that's it. Has the lighthouse mall, lighthouse museum, and lighthouse. Lighthouse. Oh yeah, look at that damage. That's some beautiful damage. This is just the beginning of the wave. With the wisdom, oh, so delicious. Give me those damage numbers. Yum, nom, 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 nom. Some delicious lasers that I'm shooting. Wait, don't forget, I think there's a lighthouse grill. That actually sounds like it'd be a nice place to go visit. Funny thing, our lighthouse is useless. Yeah, nowadays lighthouses aren't too... Well, actually, no, there's still some use for lighthouses, but most of the time with GPS nowadays, you really don't need them. Definitely could use some pickup range still. You have no port. Yeah, that also helps. Clockwork Wasp, absolutely. You know what? Let's look for some damage. So we are level 25. It is a guaranteed 4. We'll take the damage. Ooh, the honey cursed. Absolutely taking that. We're taking the bowler's hat. We're going to take the poison tonic. Let's roll to see if we can't lock in some good items. like the sunglasses. Let's see. Lock in the banner. One more roll, and that's it. So let's go to wave 19. So much damage. So much damage, so much attack speed. Look at all these delicious aliens just being eaten by these medical gun shots. Fun fact, Lake Michigan used to hold 2 aircraft carriers. That is interesting. Fun fact, Pepsi had the 6th largest Navy once. That doesn't surprise me. I actually wouldn't be surprised. I mean, the largest Navy in the... Well, depends on your definition. Okay, no. I was thinking fleet, not Navy. Because I'm like, oh yeah, there's fleets out there that are huge. We'll take the harvesting. We'll take the sunglasses. You know what? Why don't we just throw more range on top? Even... Oh, that is so much juicy crit. Look at that crit. Absolutely. We'll take the banner. We'll take the weird ghost. We are on the last wave. So I am going to roll down and just buy whatever I can. Another medical turret. Let's combine the cursed one. So now we got a cursed red turret. Take the blue turret. Let's see. Nothing there that I want. I'm not even gonna touch the blood leech. No reason for it. Take the glass cannon, absolutely. Vigilante ring, unfortunately, does nothing for me. Another medical turret. Let's see. The sunken bell. There's no reason to take the sunken bell. I will never get below 40% health. Not with what I have. Minigun? No, well, no, because the attack speed down will be pretty bad. I mean, 100, well, actually, 62.31. No, I'm not going to take the minigun. Don't need the alien tongue. We'll take the weird worm. We'll take another medical gun. And we'll take the feather for the range damage increased. I took a weird ghost this round, didn't I? We'll take the blindfold. Oh, well. Like military fleet, Soviets gave them a ton, like 165. Wow. Soviets must have really hated Coke. Alright. Unfortunately, I did take the weird ghost, but we are going to get all of that HP back here. I did take the target grade, so that helps. And that is another run in the books. That is the Doctor. As I said, the Entrepreneur, the Doctor, pretty easy characters to win, as long as you build them right. With the Doctor, taking the medical gun is a guaranteed. You can do the scissors. That will give you piercing, but just having that range on the medical guns is just amazing. And for that, we get the med kit, which is 10% HP regen plus 2% HP regen per second or per 5 seconds until the end of the wave. So great if you're doing an HP regen build. But let's immediately move on to the next run. I did say I'm going to stick with the second row. So the Artificer is a fun guy because he loves explosions. But he also loves elemental damage. So you need to find a weapon that will work with that, because you also got to remember 100% damage with tool weapons. So it makes for an interesting combination. So, and a tool weapon is essentially anything that's got the tool tag. So you would think you would want to do like the screwdriver or the wrench. The wrench would actually not be bad, but you would have to get to the level 4 wrench for it to really take effect. But I want something that actually is going to scale with elemental damage, because we can easily overcome this 100% damage. So I'm actually going to take the plank, because the plank will scale with elemental damage, and it will scale with the explosion size and the explosion damage that I get. So I definitely want that. I shouldn't say scale. The increases in explosion size and damage that I get will be good. So I'll be basically taking all elemental damage for this. And if I work things out, the explosions we have are going to be massive. Well, I hate saying this, but they're silencing us. They just arrested a journalist in Minnesota. Yeah, unfortunately, that is not the first time they've arrested a journalist. I mean, they arrested Don Lemon. Don Lemon was a host of a CNN show. They're not afraid of doing anything right now. So you need to be careful out there. But let's take the Artificer. We're going to take the plank, and we're going to start Danger Fly. So it's already showing the explosions are doing massive amounts of damage, even with the negative 100%. So actually, does this count as a tool? This may actually count as a tool. I didn't think it does, but anyways, it's a really good weapon. And it explodes every other shot. Well, 50% chance to explode. So, gonna, of course, first round, gonna take Harvesting. We'll take another plank. We will do nothing here. See if we can't find another plank. There we go. So the plank does increase explosion size, and it does increase elemental damage. So my damage will just continue to go up with it, and with that, my explosion size will go up. I'm going to lock in the dynamite because we do want explosive damage. And then we'll lock in another plank. And let's go to wave 2. So it's going to be hard to see. It won't be very noticeable at first, but explosion size is just a little bit bigger now. See if this tree gives me anything. Nope. Unfortunate. No free item. Now I am going to need some speed on this character because they are kind of a glass cannon. But it'll be good in the long run. Let's see. More harvesting. Absolutely. So we'll take the plank, we'll take the dynamite. I'm going to lock in that attack speed because that's going to be nice. And we'll lock in the plank just to start building up my outfit of weapons. Yeah, I definitely need some attack speed. My damage is good, my attack speed is horrible. Make sure we get these trees. Try to get a free item. Fortunate, no free item. But we got some money. Take a little luck. And you know what? Actually, range right now, not really helpful. But I will take that elemental damage. So that's good. You should be a historian when I retire. Or I should outright be a teacher. Yeah, those are good professions. Even a historian is a good profession. I mean, to be fair, a historian is like a, kind of like a journalist, but, except it's, I guess it kind of is a journalist. Journalist is kind of a current-day historian. Okay, so, let's take the plank, take the coffee. I'll take the cake just to take a little bit of HP, and we'll lock in that explosive damage, and we'll lock in the plank. I'm actually going to lock in the whistle. Well, not the whistle. Not yet. Not the whistle, not yet. It's just a text, bro. It is just a text. I actually didn't finish the text. I got to think about what I want to text back. And I'm going to do that while I do this wave. Because, yeah. But yeah, see there, the explosion size, you are starting to see it's getting a little bigger, and it is definitely taking out these enemies from me. And I believe as we improve the quality of our weapons that they increase the chance for the explosion, so I just want explosions. That's all I want, is just more explosions. Ooh, pickup range. I'll definitely take that. So guaranteed blue for level 5. So let's start working down that damage a little bit. Take that elemental, absolutely. Another plank, another explosion damage. Ooh, a blue plank. I'll take that. 7%. That's even working it down a little bit more. Let's lock in that broken mouth. So yeah, so these have a 25% chance to explode on hit. These have a 30% chance. So definitely a better chance. We'll see more explosions, but it'll definitely pay off in the end, I think. Back at it. Let's oh yeah, our explosions are getting much bigger now on wave 5 as we increase our elemental damage. Soon enough, we will blot out the sun with our explosions, assuming we get enough elemental damage. Plus, the fact that we do have, we started with negative 100 means any damage increase we get is just going to be a net positive for us. And I actually am going to need to start thinking about survivability because I am taking too many hits and not enough healing. So let's see, what do we want to take? Elemental damage? Absolutely. Ooh, a purple plank. I will 100% take that. We'll take the broken mouth. I'm not going to take the lost duck because I don't want to lose my elemental damage. So we're not going to take that. We will lock in the plank. I don't improve on armor, do I? No, I don't. So the duct tape does nothing for me. The Gummy Berserker is actually pretty good here. Attack speed and range for half an armor. Absolutely going to take that. So let's go to level 6. Doing 48 damage. My explosions are decent sized. So this is actually going pretty good. This is a pretty good start to this run. I don't know if I've ever had the Artificer start this well, but I am actually pretty happy with this run so far. I will try to group all these enemies up because, again, I do kind of want that explosion damage to just kind of kill everything for me. And it will. With that 175 bonus explosion damage, definitely going to be doing a number on these enemies. Oof, look at that explosion. Alright, we'll take the attack speed. We'll take another plank. We'll take the Gummy Berserker. Ooh, let's take the fish hook, and we'll lock in the plank to see if we can curse it. And you know what? Landmines are actually a viable option here. I don't have range, but it will increase damage based on the explosion damage increases that I get, so I'm definitely going to take that. And then, I guess, I'm actually not going to go for lifesteal. I'm going to see if I can't get my HP regen out of the red. So let's lock in these, because again, possibility to curse them, I'm going to take it. Alright, and I should be able to kill the little hatched aliens, so I'm going to let those hatch. I still want more attack speed, though. That would be nice. But we are doing some pretty good damage. We got some mob clear. Our explosions are not yet covering the entire screen. That's kind of what I want to see, but we'll get there. I just need more elemental damage. Don't think that egg is going to hatch, but we'll let it try. Unfortunate. All right, let's see. Can we get some elemental damage? Or luck. Ooh, there's my elemental damage. And we cursed a plank. Absolutely going to take it. We'll take the plank. We'll take the dynamite. I'm not going to take the lumberjack shirt. We pretty much will kill trees in one hit this entire run, so there's no point in spending the money for that. Let's see. I'm not using melee or ranged, and I don't think... if I do take that, though, I will have less melee damage. That will affect my planks. And I don't really need the harvesting or the dodge. I will take the boiling water, though. That is elemental damage, which means bigger explosions. And, see if I'll lock in that leather vest, as well as I'll lock in the metal as well and see if we can't curse one of those. Those will be nice to see if we can't curse. Take a nice drink of water. And let's see what we can do with this. So the big guy's definitely going out in one hit, or a couple hits, I should say. Ooh, free item. Definitely makes me happy to see that. Ow. Yeah, definitely need some survivability. There's a fruit, so let's take that. Yeah, I'm gonna look for. I think I'm gonna. If I get a stat up, I'm gonna look for speed and possibly health. Okay, got to be really careful now. In fact, I'll take the hit on the materials and just try to just live. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're safe. We should be safe now. We are safe. There we go. Woo! All right, take more landmines. Absolutely. I am going to take some health. I do need health. Okay, so this is where the fun part is now going to come in. The strange book on this is going to just give me so much engineering as I increase my elemental damage. There's no reason for me not to take it. I mean, I'm going to get so much engineering. That's going to make my landmine so much more stronger. Look, it went from 40 to 86. That is insane. I'm going to take the fuel tank. I'll keep the metal and the leather vest locked in. Lock in that explosion damage, and let's just go to wave 9. Yeah, I definitely want landmines now. As many landmines as I can find. We are doing so much damage now. Oh, and because I forgot, planks do scale with engineering as well. So, I mean, basically elemental is engineering damage. So, we're basically doubling the damage of our planks every time we take a damage up. Ow. Okay. Let's get these fruits. Oh boy. See if I can't get all this. Explosion is definitely helping out, but I definitely need survivability. I do not have that right now. Oh, I want. There we go. Free item. Oh my god. At work, I'll pull up with the squad for your next stream. Add me on Discord. L, I appreciate you stopping by. I don't add random people on Discord who first-time chatters, so if you keep coming to the stream, I'll definitely check you out. But for now, become a consistent viewer, and then we'll see. Speed and range for elemental damage. I'm actually going to take this. I am going to lose a little bit of elemental damage, but having that speed is very important right now. Let's see. Harvesting, no. We'll take the damage on this. And you know what? Let's start building up a little bit of that HP regen. Ooh, we got some good curses. The dynamite, absolutely. So the ice cube is interesting. Enemies take enemies take 10% more damage for 3 seconds when they first hit by elemental damage. I think the plank counts as elemental damage, so I'm actually going to take it. I'll take the metal. I'll take the leather vest. Another cursed dynamite. Our dynamite is going to be doing so much damage. And I'm actually going to lock in the mastery because let's see if I can't get out of the negative melee damage range. No one says that. Oh, I know. I absolutely 100% know. I mean, their account is 12 minutes old. They did follow me, so it does count for my followers, but it actually won't count. I think they have to have an active account for a week before it actually counts. Purple plank. Let's lock that in, and you know what? We'll lock in the baby squid. The baby squid may help. So let's go to wave 10. So we got good damage. And it does look like the ice cube is working for us. So you can tell when an enemy is weakened because they'll have a little kind of light blue outline around them. So you know the cursed enemies have those pink ones, while the weakened enemies have a light blue outline. So planks do count as elemental damage, which is good. But then again, we do so much damage already. Well, there's a good example. You can see the light blue around the big guy there. That means he's weakened, takes more damage. But yeah, we do so much damage right now. It's not going to work on these little guys. All right, let's make sure, just kind of staying in the middle, dodging everybody, trying to keep all that stuff together. I want more damage, if possible. Well, there's damage. I would have loved elemental, but that's fine. So we'll take the... Actually, you know what? Let's guaranteed a red cursed plank. We'll take the purple plank. We'll take the mastery. We'll take the baby squid. We'll lock in this plank. And... well, actually, no, I'm not going to lock in the salt water. I don't want to... This... it's only 1 elemental damage down, though. And I get 4 melee damage. And I get attack speed. I'll actually lock that in as well. Might as well. Alright. We do have a Horde Wade. Again, level 11, not the greatest wave to get a Horde or a Elite. But we have so much damage, I'm not worried about the... I am not worried about the little bone skeleton aliens or whatever they're called. Because those guys are dying in 1 or 2 hits. Alright, yeah, definitely the explosions are helping. It's hard to see, but they are bigger compared to when we started. So, we are, you know, oh god, that explosion was awesome. Oh my god, the landmine explosion was huge. If I can get more landmines, I would be so happy. Ooh, taking a little too much damage, so let's see if we can get some fruits. Ow, the little shooty guys are not any fun. Let's see, range and elemental, absolutely. This does nothing for me, so I'll skip it. We'll take more damage. Triangle of power, no. Never, ever, ever, ever take triangle of power. Take the salt water, we'll take the plank. Let's see. You know what? The bait might not be bad here. That's just extra damage. You learned that the hard way. Absolutely, I did. Let's see. I don't have the pig, right? Yeah, I don't have the pig. Pickup range? I'll take the pickup range and the harvesting. We'll lock that in. Charcoal is great here because we scale both off of elemental and melee, so I'm going to take that. And then we will... You know what? We'll lock in the alien eyes. Actually, no. Actually, yeah, we'll lock in the alien eyes. I do need more HP. So I'm gonna need to look for that. Yeah, doing good amounts of damage. Let's see how big that landmine explosion is. Huge. I definitely need more help. Any items? No item there. But explosions are doing good work for me. And we got a ton of damage. Definitely wish I had a little bit more attack speed, but I am good with kind of where we're at. I think I can take down an elite if it shows up. The bosses will be a little hard right now, but I definitely need help. I need a lot more help than what I got. So, I'm actually... it's hard to pass up 12 damage, so I'm going to take... Oh, there's some health. There we go. The Bean Teacher. 50% XP? Sure. We'll take the Boiling Water, because that's more elemental damage. I'll take the Little Frog. We'll see if we can't curse those alien eyes. And you know what? Let's lock in... I'll take the Weird Food. Let's lock in the bag. the bag might be fun to see if we can't get even more materials when we pick up a crate. We definitely have a lot of good damage. I am very happy with how my damage is right now. I just need health and regen. And my explosions are decent size. I could definitely like them to be better or bigger and better. Definitely would like better explosions. Oh yeah, the little frog with the pickup range as well is coming in handy. Ooh. Saltwater doing a little work, giving me that little bit of a speed boost after I took damage. Ooh, okay, gotta be careful now. Just do small little movements to dodge. Alright, we survived the wave. Yeah, definitely need regen. I'm actually going to take the snail. Slower enemies will be good. We'll take the baby squid. Let's see. Oh, 9 max HP. Absolutely. Alright, so curse the bag. A little bit more HP regen. I'll take that. We'll take the alien eyes now. Let's see. We'll see if we can't curse that garden. We'll take the gecko and see if I can't. Actually, I'll just take the curse or the broken mouth straight up. Alright, let's see how we do on this guy. So this guy is not a super hard one to beat. Oop, of course, that's assuming that I can actually dodge his stuff. This is going to be a little bit hard, but if I can... There we go. Killed, and plus the red crate gave me a full HP. Or I should say a full heal. Yeah, definitely taking those that 9 health up was definitely the right call. Little health. Ow. Ow! Oh my god. Ashes. You know, we're only going to lose 2.5 armor with this because we only got 4 or 5 waves left. So that's 20% damage, 20% of attack speed, and 100 range. Absolutely. Cute monkey, yes. That is great here. Let's see. Don't really need speed. I would like elemental, but I'm not going to get it, so I'll just take the luck. Ooh, explode. There's just explosion size right there. Garden did not curse, unfortunate. There's a plank, and there's 2 planks. See if we can't curse one of these 2 planks. And this one, actually, you know what? I'm actually going to lock in the rip and tear because enemies do explode, so they will. I think that scales off of the explosion size increase that I'm getting, because right now I have plus 88% explosion size. So those explosions will actually be a lot better than what they currently are, or what they normally would be. Really need to stop taking damage. Fortunately, again, it's that tank mentality from when I was played MMOs. Used to play World of Warcraft all the time. I always played as a paladin. And I played as a paladin tank or a paladin healer, depending on what my guild needed. And I always just, you know, tanked damage that if I needed to. That was the great thing about the paladin, is if you were playing as a healer, you could tank a little bit of damage. Not too much, though. Ooh, look at that speed boost. Alright, that was a good wave. We did lose our armor, but not too much. Baby elephant, I don't have enough luck for it to really do anything. We'll take more damage. Wow, we're almost out of the negative. So that's what I was saying. This character, you can get out of the negative damage pretty quickly. It's pretty easy to do. It's not too bad. But let's do this. 1 second. Got to pull my chat back up. Unfortunately, my chat dies on me every now and again. There it goes. Easy at wave 15. This is not easy. I'm still having to die, or still having to dodge. Rip and tear, absolutely. 20% chance when an enemy dies to explode for 104 damage. 100% going to take that. Let's combine that plank to take this one. Let's combine this one to take that. Actually, I could have just taken it. The 20 engineering. That actually is a net positive. I do have a few structures because of the... I have the garden, and what are the other two that I have? What else counts as a structure? The garden... Oh, the 2 landmines count as structures, so... That's still 17 engineering, which will just increase the damage my landmines do, so... Actually, you know what? I'm not going to take it. I actually want engineering, if possible. I'll take the metal detector, and... So the powered fist is actually decently good here, but I'm going to stick with the plank. And then I'll lock in the glass cannon, see if we can't curse it. Ooh, that tractor. That's a lot of harvesting. Man, this late in the game, though, I'm not going to worry about it. So, let's go to Wave 16. Yeah, Wave 16 is going to be the easy way. Everything's going to die really quickly here. And with my explosion sizes just being absolutely huge and the rip and tear, the chance to chain explosions is going to be insane. Loot alien. Let's get you. Make sure we're going... Wow, that is a 500 damage explosion. So there is an example. You just saw it. It chained all the way across the board of enemies just exploding and dying and exploding, and it just kept going. That's what's really cool about Rip and Tear. Plenty of fruit on the ground, so maybe it'd be more viable for me to worry about increasing how much consumables do. Not taking the bat. I don't have life steal. See if we can't get some more elemental damage. One more roll. Didn't find it, so I'll just take the luck. So glass cannon didn't curse. In fact, I don't think anything cursed. So we did get a pity bonus. The robot arm... kind of good, but I don't really want it this late in the game. I will take the landmines. We'll leave the glass cannon locked. Crit and dodge. No, that doesn't help me. The black flag might, though. I'll take the black flag. Torture. Will that do... And that might actually... No, I'm not going to take torture. Take another plank. Take another cute monkey. And... lock in the lemonade. Repeller hat is already cursed. But I'll lock that in anyways. Just so I can have it for the next wave. Alright, let's see how easy this guy is. Not too bad. Already halfway down on his health. Oh, he hits like a truck. Yep. Yep. I knew that was going to happen. I knew it was going to be bad for me. Ah, that sucks so much. God damn it. That was a good run. But that is the downside of not taking armor and then not prioritizing dodge. So it's definitely something you have to worry about. Damn, that was a really good run. You know what? Let's run it back. We'll run it back. We'll try it one more time. this. I got a feeling I can do this again. Damn, that was a really good run. Alright, so, as always, start with harvesting, and see if we can't just get some planks. No. There's one plank, there's a second plank, and we'll lock in a third plank, and we will just go. You eating your corn pops there, Cosmic? God, I haven't had corn pops in a long time. The sound of them dying is like pop, pop, pop. Oh, yeah. Let's take, ooh, I'll just take some speed. That's, pretty nice to have early on. Take a couple of those. Gonna lock in that cute monkey. And, lock in the plank. And then I'm gonna ignore the lumberjack shirt. Again, I will kill trees in one hit with this character. It's like plastic wrap sound. Oh, bubble wrap. Yeah. It really is. Kind of a baritone bubble wrap. Yeah. I think I will also work on getting some HP regen with this run. Lifesteal isn't really going to do me any good on this, so HP regen is definitely where it's going to be at. I'm going to take some harvesting and some luck. We'll take that. We'll take the monkey just to... I just want to start building up my my ability to heal right away. I'm half tempted to take this right off the bat just because on the first few waves this is a lot easier to take, so I'm going to try it. Let's see. Take the plank. I will lock in the landmine. You know what? I'll lock in the spyglass as well. I don't think I'm going to be able to get enough damage to really... Oh, I forgot these guys shoot. I might be dead. Not going to lie, I might be dead. I'm going to have to do some expert dodging. Okay, I should be fine now. I should be fine. Oh yeah, we're good now. We're 100% good. That cute monkey, that cute little bastard is healing me every time. Or almost every time I pick up a piece of material. So we're good. Ooh, elemental and crit, absolutely. Take even more elemental. Let's get some bigger explosions. We'll take some speed. Take that, take the spyglass. I really want to try crab. I want to try crab, not gonna lie, I really do. Crab is actually really good. If it's cooked well. If it's cooked right, it's really good. Put it, you know, get a little butter. Don't like drench it in butter, because then you're just pretty much eating buttered flavored meat. But yeah, crab is delicious. Crab and lobster. Lock in the cute monkey, take another plank. Lock in that plank and lock in the campfire and the plank. I'm going to lock in all of this. I want all of this. I want the HP regen. I want the elemental. I want the plank. I want the cute monkey. I like battered shrimp, like the large ones. Battered shrimp, crispy fried shrimp is delicious. I do like shrimp. I don't eat it that often though, just because I like it only to an extent. Like, it's not something I would eat for every meal, but oh yeah, like tempura and sushi is great. Fried shrimp is awesome. Like, just the cocktail shrimps are great. You know, I can't think of a shrimp that I don't like. Shrimp scampi. That's delicious. Let's see. I'll take the 8% damage here, and then no strategy, just taking all of these. And let's see if we can get another plank. And then we'll roll. Ooh, pickup. I will take pickup range. One more roll. Nothing. So, okay, we got a little survivability with the HP regen now, so we're good. Yeah, sushi, I love sushi. I don't get it that often because it is expensive. But for the most part, very nice to have. Alright, yeah, everything's dying pretty quickly. And got a little survivability, not the greatest, but enough that we can survive these next couple waves. Keep everybody grouped together until you showed up. Now I want your item. See if the tree gives me an item. No item. That's alright. We got a free one from the loot alien. They are doing 6 damage, so I need to be careful. Can't just face tank everybody. Fresh meat, nope, because I'm going HP regen. We'll take the health, take the plank, take the alien tongue, take a little harvesting. I'll take the melee damage hit for the harvesting. Because, hey, I just got it back. Ball and chain. Will I ever get my attack speed down to 0.75? No, not at this wave. At least not yet. The garden might help. Be nice to have. I'll take the mutation. Don't ban the mutation. And then we'll lock in the mushroom, and we'll just go with this. I want to try salmon too. Salmon is really good. Salmon is very delicious if you cook it right. I usually do it 2 ways. I usually do it's kind of a honey glazed with the salmon, or I stick it, wrap it in tin foil with some lemon and some dill, and I stick that in the oven. You like fish and sticks? Fish sticks are delicious. Onion soup is awesome. Tiki masala, love it all. You're hungry now? I want bread and honey butter. Yeah, you're making me hungry, but I had a huge dinner tonight, so I'm not that hungry. I'm actually fighting off the urge to eat right now. All right, let's go wave 7. So wave 7 should be a decent amount of enemies, but let's see if we can't group them together. Again, gonna let the eggs spawn because I'm pretty sure I can take them out pretty quickly without being too overwhelmed, so yep. Good there. Now we'll just look for trees and see if we can't get a free item or two. While we let these enemies group together. Ooh, still taking a bit of damage, so need to be careful. Luckily, the 2 cute monkeys are gonna do some work for healing. You had 3 bowls of chili mac. Oh my god. Chili mac is delicious. It's called Brotato, but you're an egg, not a potato. No, we're kind of an egg, or kind of a potato. I'm going to take the attack speed, and I'm going to take the elemental damage. Let's make our explosions even bigger. So, Garden will help with survivability, mutation for the elemental damage, the HP regen, and the pickup. Ooh, do I want to go for the weird ghost? I'm going to lock in the acid for the max HP. I'm going to take the weird ghost. I think I can heal through it. And then let's lock in that plank. And you know what? We'll lock in the head injury as well. No, it's an egg. It does look like an egg, but it's called a brotato, which is half potato, half bro. Hence brotato. All right, let's see if we can heal. I should be able to, especially with my cute monkeys. Oh yeah, we should be good. Not out of the woodwork yet. Until I hit about 25, then I'll be safe. Okay, we're safe now. Because I'm pretty sure those big guys are going to hit for 15. And I just want to make sure I can heal through everything. So, yes, we are good now. I definitely want to start taking some damage. Oh, they only hit for 11, so we are definitely good. Little monkey is doing some massive work for me. Or I should say the cute monkey. And giving me some extra heals every time I pick up some materials. That was a good wave 8. Let's see. You know what? I'm going to take some dodge. We'll take the plank. We'll take the acid. We'll take the head injury. We'll lock in the campfire for next round. lock in the energy bracelet, and we will lock in the frozen heart. The frozen heart will increase the damage scaling. So right now, my weapons do scale with elemental damage. So right now, this plank 2 is 60%. This frozen heart will add an extra 10% to that, so they'll scale even faster. And plus, we're going to get 8 damage, so bigger explosions. And then we'll lock in that coffee, because I do like me some attack speed. So let's go to wave 9. So wave 9, we should be able to clear it pretty good. Having the extra chance for explosions. Should be able to heal everything. Plus, I got a decent amount of speed, so if they do kind of like gang up on me, I should be able to run away. But a good explosion will pretty much take out all of them. There's a loot alien, so let's make sure we get that. So, free item. See if the tree gives me another free item. Nope, I am not that lucky today. At least not that lucky on this one. In fact, do I have any luck? I have 3 luck. I am definitely not that lucky. So, keep going around. Hopefully I can get a few more cute monkeys, because the more cute monkeys I get means the more healing I'll have, which means I don't even have to worry about regen or lifesteal. There we go. Small fish does reduce my attack speed, but it's having that damage against targets above 75% will help. More attack speed, more elemental damage, please. Alright, so I should be able to take everything, so I'll just take everything. And then we'll take one more plank. So now we got all blue planks. The flamethrower. Flamethrower's not going to do much for me. While I am doing an elemental build, unfortunately this isn't a tool, so it does suffer from the... I'm sorry, it doesn't scale with the tools like the plank does. We'll take another plank, and I'm gonna lock in the goldfish for the next round. Do I take the eye surgery? I don't have burning, but that is elemental damage. I'm actually gonna skip it. For 123, the fact that I don't have burning, I'm not gonna use it. Lock in that charcoal. Well, there's scared sausage. Nah, I'm not going to take it. That's not enough burning damage for me to take it. And I'll lock in that fish hook as well. So let's see how we're due here. So, pretty good damage. Everything seems to be dying in one hit. The big guy's taking looks like 3 hits. And the landmine is just doing some work for me. Holy crap, that explosion nearly covered the screen. Make sure we keep these guys grouped up. The more grouped up they are, the easier it is to get those materials. Alright, let's make sure... Ooh, let's get a little bit of curse. Start seeing if I can't get some cursed weapons. Cursed items as well. Oh, get these fruit. Make sure I don't die. There we go. I'm a scared sausage. Don't have to be. I ain't saw an explosion. Oh, it's the white thing. Yeah, it's the white circles. It's a little hard to see on stream because it happens so fast. I'm not going to take the fruit basket. But it's a fun little thing that happens. It's like, yeah, it's a flickering. Take the health up. Okay, so let's see how we do this. I'm going to take all of these. I'm going to take the goldfish. We didn't get any good items that I actually won. That's too bad. I'll take the little frog just for the pickup range. Lock in that plank. And you know what? We'll lock in the metal. We have a decent amount of crit that I'm not too worried about not taking it. Ooh, there's an... Oh, lock all of that in, please. Okay. So, we are on a horde wave, and unfortunately, it is a wave 11 horde wave, so we do have to deal with the bony guys. But we should be able to with the explosions, be able to take it out. Yeah, it's hard to see, but every time the screen flicks white, you can, oh, well, I guess you can kind of see them on screen. You can actually see them a lot better than I can see them, which is interesting. But yeah, it's a little white, or I shouldn't say they're not little right now. They're actually pretty big. But yes, that is the explosions. So Horde Wave, not really doing much. They are all dying to explosions. Let's see if we can get the loot alien. Got that. So there's an item on the ground. Oh, oh yes. You gotta be careful though. These guys do hit like a truck. I would really like to not die again. There we go. It's just so fast my ADHD brain doesn't understand. Yeah, you have to look for it. If you don't know what to look for, you won't see it. We'll take the speed for the range. We'll take the recycling machine. This would be a good opportunity to get more damage. So we'll take that, and we'll take more HP. So, oh, yes, it did curse. So we're going to take that. We're going to take that. So the cool thing is, I think every time you buy a weapon that has to be combined, I think it always goes for a cursed weapon first, so that's good. You're my best friend. That's cool. Probably not the, it's not the, I don't know what I'm going to say. Glad to be your friend. Glad to be your friend, Cosmic. So sad that I used to not watch you for a month because I didn't really know why I followed you. Now I not regret. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad you found someone you can enjoy watching. Gonna take the banner. Gonna take the head injury. I know I have a few streamers that I kind of religiously follow and I religiously watch. But yeah, it was one of those things where you're just like, why did I follow you? And then it's like, oh, okay. No, it's good. I like this person. I'm gonna lock in the schmoop. I religiously watch you. Yes, you do. Just don't make me a cult leader. That would be weird. Not looking to make a cult. Not looking to make a religion. Though I do like money. But I wouldn't do that to any of you guys. Okay, wave 12. Gonna have big explosions. Gonna have lots of damage. Not enough damage to kill everything in one hit, but that's fine. When did I start watching you? It was before Teardown. I don't know if it was before Teardown. It either would have been Cash Money Simulator or Cash Cleaner Simulator or Bone Labs. Those are the two games I did before Teardown. Yeah, everything seems to be dying pretty quickly. They still hit like a flippin' truck, though. So I'm definitely going to have to still be careful. But I got more speed than last time. I got a better HP regen. So I think I can survive through this. All right, we'll take the garden. We'll take the elemental damage. Take the schmoot, take the snail, take the cyclops, take the... Oh, I can't take the acid. That's too bad. We'll take the plank. I can't take the plank. Combine the planks, then take a new one. Gonna ignore the pile of books since I don't... Oh, actually, no. I'm going to take the pile of books because that means my landmines will be able to crit. And then we'll lock in that alien worm. Yes, Cash Cleaner. I didn't really watch the Bone Labs, unfortunately. That's alright. Bone Labs is, it's an acquired taste. Some people like it, some people don't. And to be fair, Bone Labs is VR, so some people are able to watch VR just fine. Other people, they kind of makes them a little motion sickness. Gives them motion sickness. Let's see. Ooh, sorry, I'm concentrating a little bit because those tentacles, I hate them so much and I want them to die, but I also don't want to get hit. Ow. Nope, okay, didn't take a hit. That was one of those preemptive ows where you think you're going to get hit, but you don't. Or you're going to hurt, and it doesn't. I do that all the time in real life. Ouch. Wonder what you're going to play after Brotato, B4AAP, Breteo, oh my F&G, Brotato. I don't know yet. I'm going to be on Brotato for a little while still, so we'll definitely see. Going to take everything here. And, oh, the exoskeleton, so good of an item. I will lose 2 HP regen, but having that armor, having that crit, that engineering, that speed, absolutely. We'll take the energy bracelet, lock that in. We'll lock in the whistle too, why not? You had a stroke? Your fingers just, damn it, not this guy. I should be able to kill him, but not very easily. Just gonna have to be careful. Just use some hit and run tactics. Some hit and run tactics, please. Okay, healed back up. There we go. Got the full heal too. Okay, don't kill the enemy just to die to this. Please, please. Pay attention. Come on. Come on, Jay. You can do this. No. Ooh. Ooh, Gobbler's Hat. Do I want? I want Gobbler's Hat. I do not want Torture. Oh my god. I can mirror the exoskeleton. I can mirror the exoskeleton. I'm going to do that. That was a massive increase in a lot of my stats. That's 15 extra speed, 16 extra engineering, 20% crit, and a ton of armor. Let's just... I couldn't... Damn it, I can't take the whistle. Finally some explosion damage. It's only been 15 or 14 waves. So that's going to help. That exoskeleton is going to help a lot. Landmines putting in work, and they are critting. I think I just saw the landmine crit. So, oh man, that landmine explosion is so good. Ooh. I need some more attack speed. I'm going to see if I can't get attack speed in the last couple of waves. Because it is at, it's only at, it's 39. I mean, it's not too bad, but it can definitely be a lot better. And again, elemental damage is good. So this is level 20, so guaranteed purple. So let's see if we can get attack speed. Take the whistle, take the dynamite, take the regen. Scared, actually, that has a chance to be viable now. So I'm going to take it. None of that. I don't... I'll take a little more luck. You never know. We'll take the metal. And let's lock in the plank. Take the gummy, and we'll lock in the energy bracelet. So hopefully one of those curses. So yeah, the explosion, I believe, should stretch. Well, actually, yeah, the scare. I forgot I kill everything in one hit, so the fire doesn't matter. Does not matter at all. Everything dies in one hit. Explosions are decent size, so happy there. But they can always be bigger. You can never have an explosion too big. Okay, scratch that, you can, but depends on the situation. I mean, to be fair, Mythbusters showed you can have an explosion too big. And if you want to know what I'm talking about, go look up the episode where they exploded a cement truck full of cement with Anthro. Candle, very good. I'm going to take it. At this point, I really don't care about how many enemies are on the board. Absolutely taking that plank, taking the energy bracelet, taking another plank. Do I want dodge? Yeah, I'll take that. We'll lock in the sunken belt. I might be able to corrupt that. Take the damage. Baby squid at this point I don't think is going to be very helpful. Lock in one more plank and lock in a little bit more dodge, and let's go to wave 17. So, good crits there. Good damage. Ooh, and our explosions are so big right now. They're so juicy. This is what you want as an Artificer. You just want massive explosions. I wish I had more explosion damage, but we didn't get a good luck with our shop or our free items. So fortunately, not going to have the damage that I want on my explosions, but they're good enough. Luckily, Gobbler's helmet is giving us a ton of extra materials. Ooh, I just saw a 144. Good damage. And let's see. Let's get that damage down a little more. So we'll take the plank. Oh, the handcuffs. I'm gonna lock in the handcuffs. Let's see if we can't curse that. We'll take the dodge. We'll take the bell. Bandana does nothing for me. I'll take the mastery. Can't roll anymore. So we do have an elite. I should be able to beat this guy without too many problems. The charging's going to be a little scary, but I got enough speed. Yeah, had enough speed to be able to outrun it, or at least to dodge it pretty well. Just got to worry about these little leather helmet guys. They're never fun to have to deal with. But my explosions are so big, this not really worried about this. Oh, look at those explosions. So good. So beautiful. I now know what Oppenheimer felt when he saw his first nuclear weapon go off. I have now become death, destroyer of worlds. Alright, melee damage for crit, sure. We do scale with melee damage, so that's not bad. Night goggles. Absolutely. Those are awesome to take now. More dodge. I'm going to keep the handcuffs locked in until the last wave. Poison tonic. That attack speed and crit are juicy, so I'm going to take it. The bowler's hat. No, I don't want to lose that. More mastery. Consumables. That has HP regen on it, so I'm actually going to take that. That's survivability. Let's lock in the landmines, and let's head to the wave 19. Yeah, we are doing a ton of damage. I don't see us losing this run, but we still take a lot of damage. So I need to make sure my dodges are on point. Oh, these explosions are beautiful. Yeah, see there, I've already taken 60 damage. So I definitely am going to need to be careful with the boss. damage. My landmine is just like a reset button right now. Oh, can I get the item? I got the item. Alright, Ugly Tooth. Why not? Black Belt, no. See, Dodge? More Dodge, why not? Ooh, the landmine's cursed. Absolutely. So I need to make sure I save 233. So we'll take a plank. Take a little more crit. We'll take the mastery. And let's see. Now I'm going to have to do math. So I could take the adrenaline, but I wouldn't be able to take the handcuffs. Or I can take the handcuffs and just roll. I'm going to take the handcuffs for the damage. And we'll take one more plank. And this is going to be our build for the bosses. So let's see how this goes. So as always, I'm going to... Oh my god. The guy just lost. Oh wow. Okay, yeah. I don't know why I was worried. Yeah. That's the Artificer. And when you get a good build with this, it's absolutely awesome. So definitely explosions is king on this. I wish I would have had more explosive damage, but it is what it is. Our explosive damage, I mean, it was 190, but we did get 175 from the character itself. 261 explosion size. That is insane. But it is what it is. I mean, that's what you want with this character. Look at all the cursed items we got. The masteries, the landmines. That was a really fun run. I really liked that one. But let's take a look. I unfortunately do not have time to start another run tonight. I do have to go. I do have a hard stop at 10 because unfortunately I do have nighttime meetings. So that is where I am going to call it. I think for next time what we will do is we will start to think about how to maybe unlock some of these other characters. I still have 4 characters I need to unlock. Unfortunately, that's these ones are not. This one's not going to be too hard. Getting 300 range is not hard to do. Recycle 12 runs. That's not hard to do either. Reach negative 20 speed. Kind of hard to do because I mainly don't like to lose speed. And then finish a wave with 10 or more living trees. That one will be pretty easy to do. There is a character that you just get a lot of trees on. I don't remember the character exactly. I think it's not the hiker. Let's see. I already beat him. I want to say the explorer. So the explorer would be a good one to try that on. I do have to be careful because you do get the lumberjack shirt, so I'd have to pretty much just stay in a corner. So, well, maybe next time we will look into unlocking these last 4 characters. But yeah, we still got a whole bunch of characters to go, and we still got plenty of streams to go before we finish this off. But that is where I'm going to call it.